Behind this door is a customer who wants to buy just one of these two brands. Which brand does she choose? This customer choosing this brand was not an accident. There is a hidden framework that top 1% brands are using to make you buy and take action. I call it 3-door framework. But why did she choose the product on the right? Most water brands look exactly the same. Clear plastic bottles with blue labels, clean mountains, and peaceful fonts. They're all trying to sell you on a health feature.
Deer Park 100% natural spring water. Born better.
But Liquid Death did the exact opposite. They completely ignored the standard water features and focused entirely on attitude and culture. They replaced plastic with a can, mountains visuals with a skull logo, and their aggressive tagline, murder with thirst. And let's face it, nobody wants to be that awkward person who is holding a plastic bottle at a party or rock concert, while everybody else is holding a beer. Liquid Death solves that. It looks like a beer, it feels like a beer, and it makes you look cool. And in their social media and marketing, they build a world that says drinking water is a culture. They turned a simple product into identity that people are buying their merch and tattooing their logo into their skin. With all of these features and marketing, Liquid Death is the type of brand that people would never forget, which eventually leads people to buy. So, could you identify each door and how they worked for Liquid Death? First door is eye. Liquid Death got her attention and shocked her with the water can and the visuals. Second door is heart. They capture her heart with the idea and feeling that drinking water out of a can is way cooler than plastic bottle. And also building a world around that idea with their marketing, social media, and their copy. So when they captured the eye and heart of the customer, her brain trusts the brand and never forgets. So the third door is brain. And eventually, these doors lead the customer to buy. To summarize, first door is to get people's attention. The second door is to make them feel, and the third door is to make them remember and never forget you. But the thing is, how our big brands are using this 3-door framework. I have a system here that produces a random product category, and each time, based on 3-door framework, I have to come up with a product or a brand that is better than my competitors. And in my opinion, people would choose. So let's go into it. Most toys look the same, low quality, cheap and colorful products that they don't blend in the room. It's like designers had no taste whatsoever. So let's start with the visuals. Instead of rainbow-inspired colors, let's use minimal ones. Once the eye is hooked, then parents see the type of brand that has aesthetic and blends with their minimal house and interior design. They start to feel buying this product would make their home look better, not worse. So let's build the whole marketing and branding of that product based on that idea. Creating the feeling of having minimal toys in your house is great. So because of the first and second door, when it comes to choosing the toys, the stylish minimal brand would be top customer's choice, which they never forget, and that brand is Gaffrey. When I hear computers in the 90s, the only one word comes to my mind. How to make a computer that stands out above the rest. So let's create a computer coming out in different colors. So we hook the people with the design and the color, but that's not enough. You know, computers in the 90s were not the type of product that normal people would have in their houses because they were bulky with so many wires and had no aesthetic. Normal people could make no interaction with them, but Apple changed that with the coloring, adding a handle, and great marketing. The feeling of having a personal computer had shifted from only geek product to a user-friendly tool that you can have in your house. With its changing design and aesthetic, the first iMac stood out above the rest. Memorable product that 17% of buyers were first-time computer owners. What does a simple language learning app do? Every day you get to learn new phrases, words, sentences. That's okay, but the learning process can be way more fun. And here comes Duolingo. The marketing and branding for a learning app could be just some screenshots of the app itself or a picture of someone using it. But what if we create a bird and building the marketing and branding around that bird?
Whooping, 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 bing.
Come to my cottage this summer. Don't go to Russia, come to my house.
This is the exact situation where a person is not seeing just a simple learning app, and that makes a difference. But the main feature of Duolingo that makes it unique is not the branding and the bird, it's the learning process.
If you've ever used Duolingo, you'll have noticed it's less like a traditional language lesson and a lot more like a game. Users have lives. Get 5 answers wrong in a day and you'll run out of lives for that day. Lessons have progress bars and are laid out in a journey. Players gain experience points, and streaks encourage users to play every day.
So because of the gamification, the feeling of studying changes to learning is fun. Duolingo perfected everything. Marketing, branding, learning process, notifications. When you get everything right, of course people are going to keep learning and remember you as the best language learning app. Around 2.9 million videos are uploaded each day. So what makes a YouTube video that people want to click and watch? Everything starts with a thumbnail and a title, also known as packaging. Which one of these two videos would you click? The packaging on the right steals the audience's attention in seconds. So the audience chose the packaging on the right, but does that mean they're gonna watch it until the end of the video? Of course not. So packaging is not enough. A travel video could be a faceless video that a YouTuber talks over a footage.
In first class, crossing 12 different states on a 75-hour journey.
Or it could be a YouTuber's appearance on the video and show us places.
We're leaving. Journey. Begin. Bye.
Or it could be a travel vlog and YouTuber makes it personal. A video with type of journey and storytelling that allows the audience to make an emotional connection with the creator. And that's the exact thing Trahan has been doing in his videos. For example, look at this video.
Starting from Miami, Florida, and ending all the way in Alaska. The reviews warned me about delays, no sleep, train cars catching on fire, and honestly, I should have listened.
It's the longest train ride in America, but he doesn't stop here.
This leg of our trip is going to be extra cool because we are no longer in a coach seat. We have upgraded to our very own roomette.
He also ranks his seats along the strip, and eventually his dad catches up with him.
My dad. We have been so excited for this train ride through the Alaskan wilderness. It only leaves once a week, and we are both on board. Let's do this.
After designing a great thumbnail and title, and creating a powerful journey, the audience understood that this is not a normal YouTuber, like everybody else. And everything leads to subscribing and craving for his content. And if you had fun learning and watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, I'll catch you in the next one.